Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Reviews. Back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at today is the Big Fatty. Big Fatty. This beer is from Bayou Teche Brewing out of Arnaudville, Louisiana. I had the testicles not too long ago while I was actually down in Louisiana. We went to this bar, David and myself, in Louisiana or in New Orleans called the 504, 503, 504. Anyway, really cool. It was a really enjoyable beer, so I'm looking forward to trying this one. This one is not listed on the website. Um, I found out a little information just from watching Louisiana Beer Reviews, Ron Ontario's channel, and watching his review of it. It's 8% alcohol by volume. The IBUs I do not know. No website listing. It was introduced in 2019. That's all I know about it. I think it's supposed to be one of these kind of hemp style beers. Um, just because on the label you've got the old Volkswagen van and Big Fatty is coming out the driver's side window in a smoke like fashion. Very trippy label, you might say. But anyway, I don't know. I've never had it. Let's see what it's all about. I do actually like the label design. It's kind of got that holographic look. It kind of shines when you turn it around. It's a really cool looking label. Smells like an IPA. It does not smell like hemp at all. Wow, there's a lot of gunk on the bottom. That completely, it's going to haze it up there. Goodness gracious. Look at that. Look at that cloud that I just shook up and poured in there from the bottom. Goodness gracious. Yeah, completely changes the appearance of the beer. It was clear. And then, well, let me pause this for just a second. I'm getting an important call. Be right back. Sorry, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I got an important phone call. I didn't want to have to start the review over, so I just paused the video. So anyway, a very hazy appearance once I poured the sediment that was on the bottom into the glass. It's kind of an orange color. Didn't really pour with much of a head. It's kind of died down a little bit. The aroma, like I said, is very dank. It's very West Coast style IPA-like. It doesn't smell like one of the hemp beers, though, which is kind of nice. I was sort of expecting that because of the label. Getting some grapefruit, a little bit of tropical fruit like pineapple. It is slightly resinous. And I am getting some bready notes as well on the aroma. It smells really good. Nice appearance for an IPA. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. Yeah, just a good IPA. It's got some nice bready notes in the middle. I think that sediment, that yeast or malt or whatever, wheat maybe, that I shook up and poured in there, it really adds a lot of character to it. Um, it's got almost like a creamy mouthfeel, which is interesting. I was very pleased with the testicles. I'm very pleased with this one as well. This is actually more like a New England style IPA. It is slightly resinous, but I'm getting pineapple, definitely some citrus, maybe a light grapefruit, but some orange as well. Maybe even a little bit of mango in there. Yeah, a little bit of mango. It's nice and bready, kind of wheat bready in the middle of the sip. Um, the finish is crisp, clean, refreshing, relatively dry. It is slightly bitter, but it's not a very bitter beer like you would expect from, or that you would get with a West Coast piney type IPA. This is more fruity, a little bit of tropical fruit, but definite citrus. It's got good breadiness, like I said, in the middle of the sip. It finishes clean, smooth, almost creamy in the mouthfeel, which is a little strange for this style, but it's enjoyable nonetheless. I think this is excellent. Bayou Teche is the beers that I've had from them have been excellent so far. Arnaudville, from my understanding, is not too far from New Orleans. Thanks, I may have mentioned it earlier, I can't remember, but thanks to David from Louisiana for this bottle. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, I would not have been able to try this. So thank you, David. I'm really enjoying this. I think it's definitely in the A range. Mm. This is more like yeah, it's like a New England style IPA. It's fruity, citrusy, a little tropical fruit, nice and bready, slightly resinous, but you're not getting any of the hemp thing that I was expecting to get. I don't think it's made with hemp, but from the label, like I said, I was kind of expecting that. It is just an enjoyable IPA. This one is kind of more along the lines of the IPAs that I prefer. It's not super bitter. It doesn't build up on the inside of my mouth and my cheeks to make it unpleasant after a few sips. I could drink a few of these, no problem. I'm going to go with a 94 out of 100. It's a pretty solid A. I really like it. I would highly recommend it if you live in Louisiana or if you live anywhere where Bayou Teche beers are distributed and you can get the big fatty. Definitely go check it out. It's an A beer, guys. So that'll do it for this beer review. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.